Hello, and welcome to Famicast 245, your Famicast for the early part of May 2023. I'm your host, Danny Bivens, and today I'm joined, as always, by James Charlton.
And it's still springtime for Famicast.
Yep.
Right?
Springtime for gamer.
That's right.
Also joined by Ty Sugar.
That's right. I'm the gamer.
That's it. Ty probably plays the most games out of all of us here. Like that's just you can't argue that.
And so can you.
Yeah.
So can you. Yep.
Yeah. So after a long golden hiatus, we're back. They didn't think we would be, but we are. Here we are. It's been 3 weeks, but we're back for the show.
And for the people listening to the podcast, Danny, how was your experience on the Tears of the Kingdom launch day? It was great, right?
Yes.
Yeah, had a great time. Camped out all night. Got it.
Yes.
Day one at midnight. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, obviously, if you're listening to the audio version, this is Tears of the Kingdom Day. Hopefully you guys are having fun with that or going to have fun with that after work or skip work or whatever you're going to do. That should be cool. We're recording a couple days before that. We're looking forward to it. Well, 2 of the 3 are at least. Ty and James.
Call in sick like a real man.
You could.
No, just don't call, don't show.
No call, no show.
If they call you, tell them get fucked.
Yeah, or just like call them on Monday and be like, yo, I was so sick I couldn't answer the phone. There it is.
I guess
I got glaucoma.
Yes.
I guess Zelda doesn't get the same treatment as Dragon Quest games, right? They're allowed to release on a weekday.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. But Nintendo, for like their bigger games, they do typically release them on Fridays. Yeah. Like,
that's right. I never understood how that rumor started.
What's that?
The rumor, the Dragon Quest rumor, the one that's like everyone thinks is true. Like the Japanese government says Dragon Quest games can't get released on a school day.
Right. Sanctioned.
Somehow that became reality.
Well, I was trying to think because when Breath of the Wild came out, I mean, that was March 3rd. That was also a Friday. Nintendo does typically release like their bigger games on Fridays here in Japan and just all over the world, really. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting into it. It should be a lot of fun, hopefully. And anyways, we've been obviously playing a lot of stuff over our Golden Week break. Lots of news and stuff has happened. We're not going to cover every single thing. I think some of the new business will kind of tie into some of the news that had come out. We got a bit of old, got a bit of new, got a bit of everything today, I think. So
that's right. It's been a hot minute, as you Americans like to say.
Yeah. And I want to give a shout out to 2 guys in the chat right now. James Allen's in there. He said, "Let's go! It's Tears of the Kingdom free show. Hello, one and all." That's how he said it. That's how he talks, actually.
What the hell?
True.
Metal Mike's also there. He said, "Evening, fellas, springtime G's." That's how he talks too. So
brilliant. I'm sorry, what is happening right now, Danny? What is happening?
Oh boy.
We apologize to all new listeners.
Yes.
Danny's having an aneurysm.
I am. You see the vein popping out of my forehead. No, whatever. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and kick things off with some new business. And I'm going to kick us off today. One thing that I'm going to talk about is actually Tears of the Kingdom related. Like I said, we're still a couple of days out from the launch as of the time of this recording. But as of yesterday, Nintendo did decide to release some Tears of the Kingdom content to Japan, kind of like a sneak preview of the game in the form of food and drinks. So I know you guys, I mean, being in Japan, you probably have seen stuff about this. Did you guys, okay, just to break it down, Nintendo has teamed up with the convenience store chain Lawson to release several different bits of food. There's some merch that they have at their shops too. And they also have like Ichiban Kuji, like a lottery thing that you can play as well to win some fabulous prizes. Have you guys been keeping up on that, or do you know what you?
Well, I watched your YouTube video. That's about it.
Okay. Okay.
As for the food, as a vegetarian, each thing is more disgusting than the last. And by the end of the video, I wanted to throw up. But it's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe as time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll eat fucking anything.
Right. Right. Yeah. Well, I I'm gonna share some stuff here if you're watching the video version. I did manage to pick up pretty much like all of the food yesterday, and try
Jesus
it. I got to
Christ.
try it out too, which is pretty nice. Here in the picture, I think I'm only missing some chicken, but I have that, and it's a different picture. But
Wait,
yeah,
Danny, are we looking at a store shelf or your house?
that's just my kitchen, just stuff sitting on my
Jesus
on my
Christ.
counter.
For audio listeners, Danny bought the store.
Yes. And actually, I mean, if you are listening to the audio version, there should be a picture of some nice onigiri like on the screen right now that you can see, and I'll probably link up something there too if you have access to clicking on your phone. If you're driving or something like that, please God, I don't know, put it on cruise control. There, you're good to go.
Does everyone know onigiri? Is onigiri becoming an English word?
Maybe not. It's
if you've seen Pokemon, it's what they refer to as a jelly donut.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Jelly
God.
donuts. There's a jelly donut on your screen right now. We'll get to that here in just a second. But yeah, that's a picture of everything.
Yeah.
So the kind of like the first thing that they had showed off, like right before they announced any of the other food, was this like Lawson has this brand of like kind of like basically essentially like chicken nuggets, a little karaage, called karaage kun, and they have like all sorts of different flavors, like spicy, regular, garlic, all sorts of stuff, and it's really good. The cool thing that they did with all of this food is I was talking to one of my friends too, and he was like, well, why didn't they do like Gannon flavored, pork curry or something like that? And it's like, I think that would have been kind of interesting too. But if you think about Breath of the Wild and concordantly, Tears of the Kingdom, there's a lot of food like in the game, a lot of like things that you can use to make dishes. So what they did with this was make it so that basically things from the game are here as like little actual parts of the food. And this spice that's used, this quote unquote spice that's used for these chicken, it's like the I think it's just in English, it's just called the spicy pepper, and they just and they just put it on the chicken. And I mean, it's a little bit spicy. They're kind of saying like, oh, it's not too spicy, it's good enough for kids, but it's like, yeah, it has a bit of a kick. I don't know if kids would want to try that, but the shop I went to was nice enough to get. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm okay. I'll save it for a minute, but the shop I went to was kind enough to give me like an unused box. So I have an unused chicken box with no grease or anything like that. So that's cool. Before taking a picture of the chicken itself, I already ate most of it, so I had like one piece left, and did get to take a picture of it though. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it's like Lawson has some really good like chicken. So if you're in Japan at this very, very specific time and can track some of these down, good luck. And yeah, Lemonade pops up in the chat, says, hey, is 7-Eleven doing anything for this? No, it seems like Lawson are exclusively working with Nintendo on this. They did another thing with Nintendo back in November for Pikmin, but yeah, before that, it was 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven had a thing with Splatoon 3, which I'm pretty sure we talked about on the show. Then before that, for Mario's 35th in early 2021, like February 2021, they did a deal with Mario and stuff like that. We covered that here as well. But yeah, other things too. They have oh my God, what's this called? Focaccia, the Italian bread.
Focaccia is it's like Italian bread.
Yeah, I never had.
I don't know, flat bread or something. Kinoko focaccia.
Yeah, and I think it's the hearty truffle mushroom focaccia. And I hate mushrooms, honestly, so I was kind of like, oh my God, why am I buying this? But it ended up actually being quite nice. When I got all this stuff home, I did kind of pop it in my toaster oven to make it so it's not, you pop it stuff like this in a microwave, like breads, it just gets kind of mushy and kind of crappy, right? So like, yeah, put it in a toaster oven and it's going to be fine. It has some kind of like onion sauce on it or something. So like, it was a lot better than what I thought it would be. So that was kind of nice.
It's funny, looking at it with my vegetarian eyes, and also because I've been in Japan so long as a vegetarian. It's basically bread, cheese. Danny just said onions and mushrooms.
Yeah.
Even then, I know my instincts tell me this has got meat in it. Like it'll have something in it. It won't say it, but it'll be, if you look on the ingredients on the back, it'll have something.
Right. There's nothing like outright meaty about this at all. But yeah, if
exactly.
I'd say this is probably the closest thing on the menu that you could try, James.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's actually pretty good. I'd say if you're interested, check out the package if you find one. It's just good bread. So
there are some natural Lawsons. I don't know if you guys have seen one of those. I think they're only maybe only in Tokyo.
No, I've seen it. No,
have
it's Lawson 100. Never mind.
Totally different.
I know. Yeah.
Thanks for playing. But
yes.
natural Lawson, they do sell, as you would imagine, more organic stuff. They also sell, the usual stuff, but they do occasionally have, some vegetarian stuff.
Yeah.
Not a regular Lawson though. Regular convenience stores are barren if you're a vegetarian. If you're a vegan, I mean, all you can have is drinks, basically.
Right. I mean, they are getting a little better with like tofu based stuff at some of the shops.
That's true.
I mean, better than it was 10 years ago.
By the way, I asked the chat, do you guys know what an onigiri is without Googling? The answer is no, nobody knows. Danny, you're gonna have to explain it.
We'll get there.
What is an onigiri? Okay.
Right. Before that, one of the other things they had here as well is a keimono niku karepan, or kind of like beast meat curry bread.
Isn't it bakemono?
Keimono could also be like, bakemono is like monster. Keimono is like it. I was asking my wife about this, like, what would be the good way to like say this, and she was kind of like saying like maybe more along the lines of like venison or something like that. Because I mean, there's a lot of.
Okay, I'm looking at the picture now. Yeah. I think, what do they call that? I think it's not like luxury meat. Is it something like something steak? It's like I'm thinking about Breath of the Wild. It's like there's raw steak, right? And then there's like special steak. I can't remember what it is.
There are so many different kinds of like raw meat and stuff like that they have in the game. But this is supposedly based on that, and then curry that you can make in the game as well. And then you got Half Naked Link on the package too, which is always nice.
Sexy.
Yes. So, and this one, I mean, it's curry pan, or like curry bread in this sense. It's like kind of like a deep fried bread with like kind of like a deep fried bun with curry on the inside. And this is, I mean, it's a little bit oily, but I mean, I thought it was fine. I mean, curry's on the inside, not good for James because it was filled with pork.
If you play the Splatoon 3 story mode, this looks exactly like the kind of furry monster things that plague the world. Kill it with fire.
Yeah, but this one was pretty nice. I quite enjoyed it, and it didn't give me terrible heartburn or anything, so that was pretty nice. Curry pan's always pretty good stuff. Next up is the onigiri. It's like the Goron spice dry curry onigiri, and onigiri just means rice ball, like rice triangle, if you will, because that's the shape that most of them are in. I mean, usually you can buy these at convenience stores. They have like all sorts of stuff inside of them: tuna and mayonnaise, salmon, natto, all sorts of different stuff. But this one,
sour plum.
Thank you. Yeah.
Actually, if you come to Japan, go to a 100 yen store and buy an onigiri mold, like a onigiri maker. They're like obviously 100 yen, like $1, and you can make these yourself. Fun. Yeah.
But this one's sometimes you do find them like this too, where they have like kind of spiced or seasoned rice and then like stuff on the inside. Like, I mean, this is curry powder that's like permeating the rice. There's little bits of kind of like stuff that you'd find in curry, like carrot, maybe some potato, probably a little bit of meat in there too. Sorry, James.
It actually looks pretty good. I mean, if they did a non-meat version, I'd eat that.
Yeah, I mean, it's good too. It's like a really well balanced like flavor and stuff like that too. I was pretty impressed. So that was nice. There is also a clam chowder that comes with it's called like the Max Salmon fresh milk and clam chowder, basically using salmon, quote unquote, from the game and milk and stuff like that. It's a clam chowder with like salmon flakes in it. I really hate clams, so I just gave this to my wife, and she ate it for lunch today.
Clams? What the fuck? I'm a clam?
Yeah, I mean, I'm from Central Illinois, so like not really a huge fan of a lot of seafood. Some things I like, but some things I just don't care for. Clams are one of them. Yeah. And then they also had some special lattes, olays.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, this is it's in the English name for these bananas is called the Mighty Banana, and it's a Mighty Banana Olay. There are 3 designs, and on the top of the canister or the cup is like the Sheikah eye or like the Sheikah crest, which you can see. That's kind of cool. I bought these. I haven't tried them yet. They expire like at the end of August, so it's like I got time. But,
I thought you were going to say at the end of the day. I was like, okay,
yeah,
you're gonna die.
Yeah, and I think that's all for the food. But
so tsurugi banana is mighty banana.
Yeah, it's just tsurugi banana in Japanese, so that's just what they put. So
there's that one jungle area in Breath of the Wild where like there's like 1 million mighty banana trees, right?
Right. Yeah. So this stuff was pretty awesome. I was pretty glad that I was able to get to track it down and stuff like that. There was a little bit of merch that I also tracked down too. They did have like I said, there was a lottery that they did. I did like 10 polls, and it's like $750 in each. So I mean, it gets kind of expensive. I went way too late in the day because I had to work. They opened this stuff up at like 7 a.m. So I didn't. None of the. I went to 2 Lawsons in my town. They're kind of picked over with like the items they had. So it's like I got a bunch of like crap tier items, but whatever. But there was some stuff that you could get just from just buying food. You can buy like a certain amount of food and you get like extra stuff, like extra Zelda themed stuff. And I'll share that right now. So like, I bought a lot of freaking candy just to get 6 folders.
Nice.
And
That's
there's
breakfast of champions right there.
6 cases of 6 little packages of Mentos, 6 Snickers, some Ramune, and some little chocolate animal crackers, which I just ate some of those tonight.
Nice.
But basically you need to buy like 3 of any of these items in any kind of combination, and you can get 1 folder. The original rule was supposed to be like only 1 folder per customer. I sure as hell wasn't going to mention that when I went in, So, but like I said, I didn't want to get too suspicious or anything like that. So I got 3 folders at one place, 3 at another, and then I found out that I freaking didn't get one of the folders. So my wife went to another one last night and found the folder. So that was nice of her to do. But these on all the folders too. There's 5 that kind of match together in like a set and kind of like match together, which is kind of cool.
Cool.
And so that was pretty cool. And it's just free with purchase, and you can tell what items are you can buy to like get these, because they'll have these little tabs on like buy the items, assuming that they still have the folders in stock. But some other things I have too. There's another shot of the folders as well. And so another thing they have too, so they're selling like this special kind of natural like mineral water or something like that has kind of like a peach flavor, and they have basically these like microfiber cloths attached to them that you can get. I mean, once they're gone, they're gone. I found all 3 designs at the first place I went to, so that was easy enough to do.
Cool. You can wipe down your camera lenses with a Zelda cloth. Brilliant.
Yeah, this thing is super tiny though. It's only like 10 by 10 centimeters or something, so very small. But I mean, cool little designs. I have all of them, and then a couple more because why not? And the drink itself wasn't bad. It's just like I said, a fruit flavored water if you're into that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, I know that brand. It's the 10 in sweet, just the regular water, right?
Yeah, 10 in sweet. It's like fiber 8,000. You get, I don't know if there's some kind of other fibery things or whatever in them, but I mean, it's fine.
Peach flavored water for people who don't like water.
Yeah, I'm partial to this regular water myself, but whatever. So that's all the Zelda stuff from yesterday that came out. So
Danny, on behalf of the public, you're a maniac, but we appreciate it and we thank you for your service.
No, it's always kind of fun tracking stuff like this down.
Good job, nerd. Let me know if you need somebody to help you eat all that stuff.
Well, hey, I think I still have some ice cream left over from all the ice cream I bought for Splatoon last summer. I literally had to get like 9 or something little things of ice cream to get like, I don't know, some folders or something. It's the same flavor too. And it's like, I don't mind vanilla ice
You're
cream,
welcome.
but I don't want 9 of those things, but
He says buying them all.
well, yeah.
I don't
Of
want
course.
them. I'll take
I
10.
don't. Yeah. But yeah, so that was how I spent my day after work yesterday. But during the Golden Week, I mean, as you guys know, we talked about this on the show, and you guys might just know just in general. But the Super Mario Brothers movie came out here in Japan on April 28th, just to basically kick off Golden Week. It obviously came out 3 weeks or so earlier in the West. And, one of the big reasons why they released it during Golden Week, I mean, it's one of the biggest strings of holidays in Japan. And actually, I learned something interesting on TV during Golden Week, that apparently the name Golden Week kind of is tied into like the Japanese film industry or something. Like back in the day when they first started calling it Golden Week in like the 50s, it had something to do with like films, people going to see films and releasing it during a golden time. I don't know. I don't remember
Let's
the
get
specifics,
golden.
but yeah,
That's a Famicast episode title, I think. Let's get golden.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was. But yeah, so James and I did go and see the Super Mario Brothers movie over the break, and man, there were some issues if you were trying to find the movie in English in Japan. I put together like a guide, basically with, at least according to eiga.com, like a Japanese movie website. Yeah. According to them, there were only like 382 theaters showing the Mario movie. Of the 382 theaters, only about 72 or so were showing the movie in English, like with subtitles, which is pretty surprising.
Right, and only in certain prefectures.
Exactly. Because I mean, obviously, most of that stuff's going to be in Tokyo because it's the biggest city in Japan. Chiba. Right. Chiba Prefecture next to Tokyo had 2. Saitama, where I'm at, only had 2. Some prefectures had absolutely nothing. But yeah, I don't know. One of the reasons why I put that together, because I was just interested to see just for myself. It's like, okay, what prefectures have?
No, it was good. I appreciate. Again, thank you for your service. Yeah. But like if you expanded that to America, it's like a movie that you really want to watch, but it's only available in a language that you don't want to watch it in. Right. It's like you're living in the middle of America, and the only 2 places that have it on are LA and New York. It's like, well, which city are you going to fly to? Basically, that's what it was like in Japan. Yeah. And Danny says there were 2 in Chiba, but like neither of them had online ordering systems.
Oh, really?
So it was like, you want to watch it in English? Yeah, go there and line up and maybe get a ticket. Yeah. So I ended up going to Danny's prefecture because that mall that is near your house had an online thing. So I went to a cinema chain. We don't even have it in Chiba or Tokyo, really? Right?
Wow. Well, they have some in Tokyo. It just depends where you go. But
all right, okay. But I just never heard of it. Anyway, that's how I saw it.
Right. And yeah, I saw it on opening night. I'm just gonna throw up some screenshots here and stuff.
Yeah. So me and Danny saw it at the same cinema on different nights.
Yeah, just like hours apart. Well, whatever, 12 hours apart or something like that. Exactly. But yeah, I saw it on opening night. Me and my wife saw it in English. It's really great at that theater. They have the seating called executive seats. Really nice, comfy chairs. If you're like a member of the theater, you don't have to pay anything extra. It's just a matter of just getting a reservation or whatever. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed the movie. I didn't really have too many expectations going in. I didn't read up on any spoilers or anything like that beforehand. I mean, it's Mario, so it's like you don't expect like too terribly much out of the story, but I thought it was kind of cool as like an origins story, if you will, for Mario, at least like what they want to do with him on the big screen. Obviously a lot of callbacks and stuff to kind of like look out for during the movie, which I don't know, I thought that was kind of fun. Yeah, and I didn't hate Chris Pratt as Mario, but like Ty said the other day, it's like, why don't we just put Chris Pratt in everything, as every character? Like, for example, Kirby. Right. It's like, hey guys, I'm Kirby. Dude, I was telling my wife about that and she laughed. I was like, hey, you should have heard what Ty said in the last podcast. But yeah.
For me, Chris Pratt's voice was the best thing of the movie.
Oh wow, okay.
Because most of the rest of the movie I did not like at all.
Okay.
It was like the opposite of what I thought. I thought I would end up hating Chris Pratt's boring voice and liking the other references and stuff, but it was completely the opposite. I thought he did fine. It was fine. It didn't annoy me at all.
Sure.
Oh man, this movie is. I mean, probably because there was expectations, which is never a good thing to have.
Yeah, right.
I was majorly disappointed by this movie. I thought it was like tonally all over the place. This is like a 1.5 star out of 5 movie for me.
Wow.
Like
okay.
Well, first of all, you talk about spoilers, Danny.
Yeah.
Every single funny joke is in the trailer.
Yeah.
There are no new jokes in the movie.
I'll give you that.
Every joke is in the trailer. You want to watch all the good jokes? Watch the trailer. You're done. The only thing you don't get is like the song or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, Jack Black was great. I like Jack Black. I mean,
Yeah.
Jack Black was Jack Black. Like he wasn't Bowser. He was just Jack Black. It's like
I was fine with that.
The song, which was hyped up, it was okay. But it was just Jack Black doing like an improv thing, and they just oh, cool, Jack Black's doing an improv, quick, record it. That's quite funny. Oh, let's put that in the movie and let's animate it to that. Yeah, but like the Luma, the kind of crazy Luma, like that just didn't make any sense. Like it was such a dark, like weird thing to have in the middle of the movie, but it wasn't. I mean, I like that kind of humor.
Yeah,
but it was just didn't fit with the movie at all. I thought it was like really, really badly written, or just didn't fit at all. Like it
was definitely out of place. But I don't think I really had a problem with it. I thought that was okay.
Yeah, like people's reactions to it. Like I mean, the characters' reactions in the movie to it, just like it just didn't make any sense. It just felt really weird. Like it was just. I heard this on another podcast actually, but it was like. It's like it was shown to like a test audience, and like 2 people kind of giggled and went, and they're like, okay, somebody laughed. Okay, make that character like really big. Write him like another like 5 minutes scene. They just expanded it way beyond.
To be fair, he only had like 3 lines or something. It wasn't really
exactly.
That big of a thing,
Probably he started off with like half a line or whatever.
Well, that's hearsay. We can't.
Anyway.
Hearsay and conjecture.
Yeah.
and the like going back to Bowser, like his talk, like he talks about killing people.
Yeah,
like he literally uses the words "I will kill you." Like in the kids movie, you don't use those words. You say like "I will destroy you," "I will end you." You'll use any other word except "kill," right? And also Bowser in the games never uses the word "kill." It's like I will I will destroy you. Right. Or the little text or conversations he has in the games, like he never uses the word kill. It's like I'll get you, I'll destroy you, I'll get the princess, whatever, right? So that felt really weird. And like the Mario Kart sequence, although it was visually quite interesting, like it just felt like it was just put there. just like we need a Mario Kart scene. Oh yeah, this'll do. Like it didn't really fit with any part of the story.
I kind of disagree with that, because I mean they needed to go somewhere, and they're like, okay, we're taking these carts, and then they're they get on the Rainbow Road and like all this stuff. I think there's like a narrative thing that it makes sense. I mean, yeah, they didn't have to do that. They could have just walked.
Why the Kongs suddenly like the kart masters? Like where did that come from? That doesn't make any sense.
Like I said, I think with this movie, they're kind of like setting what they're going to be for the movie, the movie world of Nintendo, and maybe this is just what they came up with. I don't have a problem with it. To me, otherwise, it's like, well, how? I mean, if you think about it in the games too, like why the hell is Mario racing around with his friends? That doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't matter.
Here's the thing.
Why are they roasting each other in a fire pit as part of the shittiest board game ever made?
That's a thing.
So, yeah. Danny, here's something. You can't hit me with hearsay because we have evidence for this one.
Okay.
So the 3 or 4 music tracks that were in the what do you call them, needle drop moments, where they just play a song.
Okay,
randomly.
like real world
like
music.
Yeah, like a real world song.
Mhm.
I can tell they were not part of the movie. And if you get the soundtrack, apparently there are tracks for is it Take On Me plays
Yeah.
when they're entering the Kong village, right?
Yeah.
So there is a Donkey Kong music themed track on the soundtrack. It's not in the movie. It's replaced by Take On Me. So
Well,
there's
I mean,
like
some of
four
that stuff
like
too, it's-
80s pop songs in a Mario movie. It's like it just didn't fit, and it's just annoying. It's like
But it does. I think it does fit because for like parents and stuff like that that are going to see it, not necessarily Nintendo nerds like us, man. Like people that are like, "Oh, cool, Mario! I played that when I was a kid." People that are in their 40s or whatever. They say they're like, "Oh, cool! I like that song." That boom.
yeah, I like those songs, but not in that movie and not in that way. It just felt completely out of place, and it also kind of reminded me of like a Japanese thing to do. Like Danny, we've talked about this on other podcasts, but like Japanese trailers and movies are infamous for just dropping music out of nowhere just to fit in with whatever the contracts they have or whatever.
Or it's like a English movie and they put the Japanese to like the Japanese trailer with the English or something weird. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like completely apropos of nothing. It's like, okay, where did this come from? Why is it here? It didn't fit. Wouldn't you prefer to hear some Donkey Kong Country remix?
Like, I mean, that would have been
fucking
cool.
Take On Me.
I like that. I really like that song, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, things change though, and like people, I'm not trying to defend anything, but I mean, when people are making movies or games or whatever, I mean, things change, and maybe they just didn't want to, completely delete it from existence. Maybe that's why they added it onto the soundtrack. So like, hey, we wanted to do this, but we went a different direction. And it's not always like the filmmaker's thing. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, right? Like Illumination or Universal, maybe they're like, oh, we want this, that, blah 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 blah, or something in there. So
yeah. Well,
but hey,
I don't like them, and I'd rather listen to the actual music that they made for the movie.
Balls agrees with you. The pop rock song choices were atrocious. I have read that the music supervisor had to fight very hard to not let the execs use "Jump" by Van Halen at the climax of the movie. Wow.
I don't know if that's a joke or not, because genuinely I don't know if that's a joke, because that could easily be real.
Sure.
So yeah, like I don't know, like Princess Peach, she didn't really need rescuing in the end, did she?
No,
she was like
Luigi,
pretty
man.
much badass.
I don't know. I think I having some kind of like a role model like that for girls. I think that's kind of an important thing to have, especially these days.
Yeah, but what I mean is
part of the market.
Yeah.
Exactly, but that kind of removes any kind of like what is the climax of this movie? They go back to New York and fight Bowser for some reason, and then that's the end. And then the guy who hated them suddenly loves them with no there's no arc whatsoever. It's like, oh, they're there, oh, they're cool, oh, I love them now, even though I was literally saying, actually, that Spike guy, I'm not going to say his Japanese name because it's racist, but like that guy, he says something really fucking odd. Didn't he say I'm like, did he call him like stupid Mario Brothers or like something like that?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. Apparently the Japanese version, it doesn't say anything like that. It says like Supai Mario Brothers, like
it's just an insult. I mean, calling somebody stupid. I mean, geez.
Yeah.
Come on, it's elementary school stuff. I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
Is that just me?
It felt a little bit harsh,
Okay. Well, I mean, to be fair, Luigi and Mario did quit his company to go make their own, and they're pretty stupid for doing that because they were utter failure.
I think Luigi had the potential to be the best character, and then he was in it for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like they barely used him, and they separated them for whatever reasons, but then he wasn't in it for most of the movie. And there were scenes in the trailer that weren't in the movie, like the fish, the cheap sucking onto Mario's face. That wasn't in the movie.
No, it was when he's running.
Like she pulls it off him. Like that wasn't in the movie.
Okay, maybe it's just a cut. Because I mean,
Yeah,
it does
they just
jump on
cut
his
it,
face.
yeah.
I mean, I think maybe they're just cutting, stuff.
It was just like it was kind of like a montage, that scene, wasn't it, in the movie?
Yeah.
It was just like
Yeah.
cut. But yeah, the trailer was longer, which
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of things that I like. I mean, obviously, like, the Nintendo game references, the Mario references were cool, and seeing the world, it's like, I've been to Super Nintendo World in Osaka, and it does look exactly like that. It's pretty cool. So if this had come out like before the theme park or something, that would have been a really cool, like,
I bet.
collabo kind of thing.
I mean, I don't
Oh.
know this for sure, but I bet they were trying to do it. But just with
Yeah.
COVID and stuff, it probably just it's a lot of reasons why it just couldn't work out. I mean, hell,
Yeah.
they probably wanted to line all this stuff up with Mario's 35th, but didn't work out.
This is what Shigeru Miyamoto's been doing for the past like 7 years now.
Yeah.
Theme parks and this movie.
Yeah,
Theme park was good.
Yeah, I think for me overall, man, like I don't know, I didn't really go into the movie expecting too much narratively, and even when I was watching it, I wasn't really thinking too hard because I'm thinking, when I'm playing a Mario game, am I in it for the story? Not really. If I'm watching a movie like this, am I in it for the story? Not really. Like, I think it's a fun action movie. Yeah, it's a bit shallow, but that's fine.
The kids loved it, by the way.
Yeah,
which is the most important thing. And I pretended to love it while I was watching it with them.
Sure.
And the scene where, like, they're in the Mario Kart building area, and like Toad, drives up with his big ass truck thing. That got them rolling on the floor. That was nice. Like scene of the movie for them.
That was cute. I like that.
Yeah. But for me, I just had to grin and bear it. I mean, it had less story than the 1993 Mario movie. And it had the same plot device, like a warp point under New York City. That is literally in the 1993 movie. There's a fucking warp portal under New York City.
I haven't watched that movie. I haven't watched that movie since probably 20 years ago. And even though I did buy the Japanese Blu-ray release, like first ever Blu-ray release of it a couple of years ago, it just arrived at my house and was like, oh yeah, I bought this months ago. Why? Haven't watched it yet. So actually, I want to ask Ty. I mean, Ty, did you check out this
Ty,
movie?
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's pretty fresh in my memory. I liked it.
Okay.
I thought it was good. I like to be the tiebreaker. I didn't think it was the greatest movie of all time, but it was pretty good. It's like a really formulaic DreamWorks movie, I would say. But there were actually a couple parts where I laughed really hard. Like one was it was a small thing. It was near the beginning of the movie when they're looking at their commercial for their new plumbing business. For some reason, it just killed me. Like the random woman they had in the commercial, she stumbled through her lines and like, well, you'll just have to watch it. Just watch very carefully.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
also,
that was a
in the trailer. That was
it
released,
in the trailer?
That was released before the movie. That fake commercial that they did, that was released before the movie. So yeah.
All right. Okay, maybe I didn't see all the pre-release stuff.
And I think maybe that's another thing too, James. Like maybe not everybody is like watching all the trailers too. So like some of the stuff is fresh because not everybody's like a big nerd like us, man. Like,
there was only two. There was that commercial they released, and then there was the trailer, right?
3 trailers.
Oh yeah, the first one was just like the first scene of the movie. Yeah, the first scene of the movie was the first trailer. Like there was like
him
a
meeting
little bit
road and stuff. But anyway,
I'm trying to. Yeah, there's like a second of extra footage in the actual movie. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ty, sorry, keep going, man.
Oh, yeah. I like the licensed music well enough. Like it was okay.
Yeah. I really like those songs. I know. Yeah, Balls. He's mad. James is mad. Actually, Balls brings up another thing too. I like this part too. He said the coolest part of the movie is at the beginning when it turns into a 2D view as the Mario Brothers run through the construction site. Was really hoping it would be more gameplay style scenes like that. Yeah, I could understand that. That was a pretty cool scene. Pretty nice to see.
It was okay. Yeah. What did you guys think of Donkey Kong?
I thought he was fine. I thought he was kind of like okay. I mean, this is
fine.
spoiler territory, but I mean, we're already out there, I guess. But it's kind of funny how him and Mario both had daddy issues, like in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was kind of funny, but
Yeah.
I don't know. They give him a little bit more depth because I mean, he is trying to impress his dad, and like obviously all the other Kongs and stuff think he's awesome, so he's trying to keep up that facade, this whole thing. I thought that was kind of
Yeah,
funny.
when I was watching that, like this movie was striking me as a thing to maybe introduce a lot of characters who will in the future like get their own spin-off movies.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, it seems to have worked well for Puss in Boots.
Yeah,
For
I mean, hell, I mean,
Out of Shrek.
Illumination. They did Minions, and there's, I mean, that Despicable Me. Then the Minions became super popular, and there's all sorts of merch and movies and all sorts of crap with that. So same idea, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Luigi movie and we get a Donkey Kong movie.
Yeah, yeah. Or hey, I like this too. Balls again. He said Cranky Kong was the real star of the movie.
Yeah,
I like Cranky.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of voice and personality from him. Like, who is his voice actor?
It's Seth Rogen. It's 100% Seth Rogen. He's not even trying to put a voice on.
No, for Cranky Kong.
Cranky.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure who that is. Apparently, his voice is very, very different in the Japanese version. Maybe Danny can talk about that. But
yes,
like really, really, like crazily high pitched, and compared to the English one.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I did see the Japanese version.
I like Donkey Kong, by the way. And I know it was literally Seth Rogen, but like it was quite a funny character.
He made it work.
Yeah. His voice is, very much a unique voice, a unique laugh, right? That he has.
Yes, he did do it in the movie.
He did it in the movie as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't he also say like "I hate you" to Mario at one point?
Yeah. Kids say this stuff all the time. I don't think it's because of the movie, is it? I don't know. Maybe I'm not sensitive enough to this stuff.
For the kids. For the kids.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a kids movie, I would say.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it nonetheless.
Yeah. And I just a short aside. Yeah, we've been going a long time on this actually. I did see the Japanese version as well. I got to see that in IMAX Laser 3D, which is pretty nice because I wanted to see it, on the biggest, clearest screen possible. I mean, it's fine. I mean, some people will tell you, "Oh, it's completely different." It's like, no, not really. It's pretty much the same thing. I mean, I can't remember specifically every single thing, that they said in the movie. So I wasn't taking notes when I was like watching it or something too. But I remember seeing what Game Explain. They were like maybe the first English one to do it, but the guy doesn't know any Japanese, so it's like, why do you even make a? Okay, that's weird. But like
in that video, he says he's seen the movie 8 times, so he already knew every single scene anyway. So
sure, but like they do have some times where they flash some text on the screen, and like that's just because there was text on like some buildings or something where like and particularly with like the antique store, it just said antiques, and then in Japanese above it said like, antiques, like this. The other thing too, when like our princess is in another castle, I'm pretty sure what they put up there was just like the quote. I mean, they said it in English in the Japanese version, which I was kind of surprised at, and then they put like the meaning of it underneath that. Like,
oh really? I forgot which character says it. Is it one of the toads?
The two toads when Mario and
so he says it in English voice.
They say like katakana English.
What the princess is in another castle?
Something like that.
Damn,
and then I think
that's
I'm trying to remember. I think then they say it like in Japanese, and they're kind of like laughing and blah blah blah.
Yeah, because in the English version they had like English subtitle with a Japanese subtitle over the top of it, right? It was like 2 subtitles on top of each other. Yeah. Fred Armisen is the voice of Cranky. Thank you, Balls.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I want to watch the movie again. I want to see it in the theater one more time before it's gone. We'll see if I have some time and money to do that.
Well, my kids give it 10 out of 10.
Nice.
Mine is
Well,
yeah, maybe
it's
4 or 5 out of 10 for me.
damn,
But yeah,
damn harsh. I'd
Yeah.
probably give it like, I don't know, 8, maybe 8 or 9. I thought it was just fun. No expectations, just a kids movie. Not trying to dig too deep. I don't think the movie's trying to hit too deep either.
Mhm.
But
right then.
yeah, wow. Okay, sorry
$1
guys.
billion later.
Yeah, it is nuts. I mean, yeah. If you want to find out, I mean, on the website we do have a couple of things about how much it's been making, how much it made opening weekend in Japan. You can check out all that stuff. Lemonade also said that he really liked the movie. He said that somewhere the movie was great. The only bad part was the licensed music. Okay.
In your face, Bivens.
Yes, exactly. All right. Well, actually, next up, James. Oh, yeah,
All
you're
right.
next.
I've been talking for like half an hour. Now it's
Right.
my turn, finally.
Yes.
Game stuff. So yeah, games. I'll talk about a couple of game trials. One for the US and one for Japan, I think.
Yeah, actually, this other one also came to North America too.
Right. So the Republic Commando is the Star Wars game. I think, Danny, you've talked about. You have the game, right?
Yep, we talked about it. I talked about it rather.
Yeah,
long time ago when it
It's
first came out, like 2021.
It's like, Star Wars version of Metroid Prime or whatever on the GameCube. It was a GameCube game, right?
No, Xbox.
Oh, only on Xbox. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's more of a shooter, not really a lot of exploration. More
Yeah,
shooter-based, I'd say.
Yeah, I was just thinking, graphically, it was from that era.
Sure.
Because it really looked like a GameCube game.
Yeah.
Xbox
Makes
game,
sense.
whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's yeah, I mean it looks all right. It's fun. You shoot stuff with your buddies and you give commands and stuff. Like, yeah, I mean it's so generic though. I don't know why I can't really say anything else about it. I mean, it's fun to shoot droids, I guess, and it is very much an FPS of that era.
That's exactly it.
You go up to a wall unit and to recharge your health. It's like one of those kind of things. What?
Corridors.
So is this like before Halo?
No,
like,
no. This originally came out in like 2005.
But I guess the Halo's recharging energy thing wasn't in everything at that point. That was only in Halo, I guess.
I mean,
because pretty much every FPS after a certain point had that system, right?
Yeah.
But I guess they just hadn't copied it yet. For this
I did find that a little bit annoying when I was playing this too. That it's just to a point. It's like, oh, just get good, but it's like, but it is kind of nice to have the recharging. Help.
Yeah, it's the Half-Life way of doing it, basically. Like the first version, Half-Life. You go up to and you charge your health. The kind of squad-based thing where you can tell your squad to do certain stuff. I mean, it's very much limited to what they want you to do.
Right.
It's like, hold down the whatever it is, one of the buttons, and then tell them to do one of 4 things. I mean, it's a cool idea. I don't know. Yeah. I can't think of anything else that did that around about that point. Maybe like Rainbow Six, but that was very much only a PC game at that point.
N64 version too.
True.
Oh yeah, they did have an N64. I actually had the N64 version. Yeah. But I mean, it's fine. I mean, there was a few moments where I think there was like some bugs and stuff like that, and people getting stuck in the scenery and stuff like that.
Sure. Oh, this meant bugs like the Geonosians. Like, they're there too, and also
those two, yeah. But like glitching and stuff like that. Sure. But it's something I expect from this kind of era of games, so I don't get upset about that. It's like, okay, it's a game from that time, so yeah, fine.
I mean, as for the guys that did the port, they like obviously the Xbox and like PlayStation version of this game will like run smoother and stuff like that, but it was running a little bit rough when it first came out in late or like mid 2021. But they've released some patches since then, so I think it has gotten better. I haven't went back to it for since then, so I can't really say, but yeah.
Well, I must have been playing the latest one. Right?
You have to. Yeah, you'd have to be.
Yep. So yeah, completed a few levels on that, had some good times, and
sure.
Yeah, I said, well, thanks for the game, Uncle Nintendo.
Right.
So this is kind of funny because I played one of Danny's favorite games, ? and then
No.
also one of Ty's. So the other one was Cadence of Hyrule, which is the what's it called, Necrodancer?
Yeah, Crypt of the
spin-off?
Necrodancer. Yeah.
Yeah, Crypt of the Necrodancer spin-off, aka the game that made Ty buy a Switch.
True.
And it's a beautiful game. Holy shit! I mean, it's like Link to the Past in HD. It's looks incredible. The gameplay, it's very much Ty's thing. The music rhythm element of it. That's not really my thing, but it's I had some decent fun, and the music is fucking amazing. You can't argue with that music. Holy shit! It's like rock-based Zelda music. It's like, it's something you would listen to at like a Zelda concert, right? Like with real instruments and stuff. It's amazing. I don't know what else I can say. I'm not very good at it. But I can see the appeal. I can see why Ty likes these kind of games. It's like makes even destroying the smallest of enemies, a task. You have to be keeping in the rhythm.
Right.
Do you lose hearts if you're not in rhythm, or you just don't attack?
I don't know. I never lose the rhythm, so I couldn't.
Right. I couldn't tell, but
I think no, but it does. There's a negative effect of some sort.
Yeah, I think maybe you don't hurt the enemies as much or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like you want to keep your combo up.
Is this game like completely RNG, like the world?
Yeah.
Man, that's incredible. It doesn't look like that. It really looks like designed. Just they must have a really, really good engine. So they made this in collaboration with Nintendo, or like just them, and they just used the license, or?
I remember I read an interview about this somewhere. But yeah, I don't remember who came to who, but Nintendo said, "Oh no, I think they said we want to port Necrodancer to Nintendo," and Nintendo turned around and said, "Hey, how about doing an original game? We'll let you use this IP and all these resources." And they're like, "Oh shit."
That doesn't sound real when you say it like that, does it? Nintendo never says yes to those things.
Right.
I know. I think it was Nintendo's idea, though.
We're going to hit you with a DMC to take all your content away.
Specifically, probably Nintendo America, because Nintendo, Japan, NCL isn't going to come up with an idea like that. More than likely, not.
Right. Nintendo, NCL has no idea that this game exists. Yep. So good times.
Cool.
So thanks for the free games.
I downloaded this too, but I did not get a chance to play it.
So, and a couple of days ago, we just finished off the Splatfest, the Zelda Splatfest, which is that a news thing, Danny, or no?
You could talk about it here real quick if you want. I mean,
well,
either way.
The game part of it, like,
sure.
So I think it was part of news in the last episode, which was a couple of weeks ago now.
Right.
But the cool thing that they did for this Splatfest, which Splatfest in Splatoon 3, split into 3 teams in this one with the tricolor battles, right? Mm-hmm. And so we had the Triforce of Power, Courage, and Wisdom. I actually ended up going for Link's team, the Courage one, Danny. Mm-hmm. I know you went for Power, right?
Wow, that was my. I didn't get a chance to play.
Oh, you didn't play at all? Okay.
No.
Well, spoilers, Power completely won. Like,
right.
It was like a full sweep.
Right.
And I think I even said that in the last episode. It's always a good idea to vote for the one that you think will be most popular.
Right.
And I didn't take my own advice, and because of that, I lost badly. Wait, are my headphones fucking up here? Can you hear something?
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
What does it sound like?
Like sounds like just like rustling or wind.
It could be my fan.
Okay.
Does you hear it now?
No, it stopped here. Cool.
Okay, I'm sitting back in my chair. Sorry.
So yeah, courage. I mean, courage and wisdom. Zelda and Link's team. We got 0 points. Like it was a full sweep. We haven't had a full sweep since. Oh man, what the hell was it? There was one. Maybe it was chocolate. I can't remember. Maybe it was milk chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, the other teams win like popularity, but then the other teams win the pro games or the regular games or something like that.
Right.
It's quite rare for one team to get everything, and that's what happened this time, unfortunately. So I still got some sea snails. I got up to like the 3rd rank with courage. So I got like, I don't know, maybe 7 sea snails, which is good enough for me. But the coolest thing about this Splatfest was the tricolor battles were done on this unique stage. And this is something they haven't done in Splatoon 3 up until this one. Splatoon 2, I talked about it in the last episode, had these things called shifty stations, which were unique stages that they created for the Splatfest. Splatoon 1 didn't have them. Splatoon 1 didn't have any unique Splatfest stages. They just, they turn off the lights. It's night times. Oh, Splatfest always take place at night. So all the stages are at night. So they look different anyway. But then, apart from that, they're the same, right? Basically the same. So this one was a triangle, like a Triforce shaped stage. Actually, it was a pyramid because it's 3D. So it actually goes up in the middle as well. And the object of the tricolor battles is to activate these rockets. And the rockets are right in the middle of the stage. And the rocket was literally right on the tip, the point of the pyramid. So, and then each team started on, the 3 edges of the triangle. So it was pretty cool, like to see like the whole stage. It was so big, you can see the whole stage right from the beginning. Maybe because the pyramid is quite high, you couldn't quite see over the top, but you could actually go to the tip and, like, for example, activate a tank and just like spread ink over the whole stage. Like it was really, really wild. Like it was really fun.
Cool.
So yeah, some really intense battles, and it wasn't like a huge arena. Like it felt like things were going down like all the time. It was crazy. Like back and forth between coloring the ink and stuff like that between these three teams. But yeah, fantastic. And I hope they do more unique stages. I don't know what they could do. I mean, if they're going to do it like themed around each Splatfest and like make them the shape of a certain thing, that would be cool. The shifty stations in Splatoon 2 were very, very random. They would just come kind of like, they took place in space. They were just kind of floating in space and like almost like a Mario Galaxy stage, like, apropos of nothing. There's like just random things floating in the background, but they were awesome. But this one, specifically themed around Zelda, that's cool. And they've never done anything like that before, like we had the, Pokemon Splatfest. They didn't do a Pokemon stadium or anything like that. The the Mario one, they didn't make a Mario stage. It was just a regular stage. So this is cool. I hope they do more of this.
Yeah. Well, it sets a good precedent. I mean, that's for sure. So. Oh, James, think you muted.
Yeah, let's keep it moving. We're up to an hour already.
Yep.
Damn.
All right. Ty, do you want to close out the new business?
Hell yeah. Okay, so remember last time, 3 weeks ago, I said I played some Diablo 2, and I was partially disappointed with it, and I said I may or may not play more, and I played more. I played like 100 fucking hours.
So not very much then, right?
Yeah, barely touched it. Yeah, it is Diablo 2 Resurrected.
I hate this game.
Or whatever. Yeah, I hate this game.
The Steam review writes itself, Ty.
Yep. It is a common sort of Steam review from a certain kind of person.
Yeah, right.
But no, I'm actually having fun. It's like, the thing I complained about last time is you can't just respec your character willy-nilly, and it's still bad, but you just have to play around it. It just means you have to like get on Google and look up a good build to use instead of like just figuring it out yourself by trial and error, because you can't. You're locked into whatever you do, at least for a while. Yep. And so I've also been playing a few different characters. Okay, a good feature they added is you can now freely swap items between your characters without, needing an intermediary or something. And that is really convenient. It is so convenient. So I kind of switched from playing Barbarian to Necromancer.
Oh, fitting.
Yeah. Yeah, and Necromancer is great because obviously you raise dead monsters to fight for you. And so you have like 20 fucking guys on screen, like just like whacking other monsters, and you stand there and you don't do anything. It's great. Especially when you get like a bunch of buffs and spells going on. It looks like the sad Spider-Man walking meme. That's exactly what it feels like. You just kind of walk around and like pick up items and gold when they drop. Well, it's really funny, and it's kind of hilarious. Like Necromancer has such an easier time, like just walking through the game. So that's why I switched to Necromancer, because I can just like walk through the game without any like high gear requirements or anything, and just pick stuff up, and I'm like farming gear for like all of the other fucking classes, and it's great.
Selling it on eBay.
Yeah, it's shit. It's literally, I found the fucking shield that I sold on eBay. I got a new one. It's great.
Wait, are you really selling this stuff on eBay?
Not now, but I did in the past. I literally sold Diablo 2 goods on eBay
in the 90s.
Yeah, well,
2000, early 2000s.
It was probably around 2000.
Okay.
Right, I don't remember exactly when it came out, but like I bought the game at launch and played it for a few weeks, and made my money back.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm like eyeballing getting all the achievements, which it looks like a pretty tall task, but that's why I want to do it.
Well, how many do you have up to this point?
There's like, there's a whole bunch of easy ones, but like the main things you have to do to get all the achievements are you have to beat hell difficulty with every character.
Oof.
So like there's like normal difficulty, hell difficult, no, there's normal, nightmare, and hell.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and they get harder and harder.
Right.
But they drop better gear. So like it's basically you're just going through all three as like a linear sort of thing.
Okay.
What else? There's beat the get to level 99, I think. Get one character to 99 on hell difficulty. No, not hell difficulty. Hardcore.
Okay.
Hardcore means if you die once, you're dead. You can't play anymore.
Oh, boy.
The man's way to play.
Yes, the hardcore, very manly. There was some other random stuff like get the infamous Stone of Jordan. Are you guys familiar with the meme?
You get to play basketball?
I was gonna say, is Dennis Rodman involved?
No. Stone of Jordan is the game's most famous item. It's basically a ring that gives you like additional points in all your skills for any character. It's like the most good and flexible item to have. And if you played this game back in the day, like every fucking person was like a non-English speaker begging you for a Stone of Jordan. Like people would just get in and say, "You give SOJ, you give SOJ," and then you would like type in like Tiananmen Square or a solid line of tildes, and then they would like mysteriously disappear from your game. Yo, like
amazing.
Like launch Diablo 2 was the funniest shit on the planet.
Tiananmen Square, they just get unplugged.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember back in the day I played Barbarian, Paladin, and that was probably just about it. Like I think I experimented with the other characters. I didn't really play the 2 DLC classes they added. But
Necro Dancer, is that one?
Necro Dancer, yes.
Yeah, brilliant.
I mean, it may as well be. You just like dance around while not doing anything.
It's like that Moonwalker, the Mega Drive game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I really love how fast load times are in the world of SSDs.
Right. It's like, yeah, that's got to be good.
Yeah, it's just a small thing, but it makes everything much more comfortable. Because you fight monsters, you pick up a bunch of fucking items, and you have to go to town and identify and sell them. And you can now do it in like under 10 seconds if you're good with your buttons.
Mm-hmm. Are you playing this on controller, Ty?
Yes, I am.
And it is good controller?
It is good. There are pros and cons, but overall it's very comfy.
Cool.
Yeah. So I have created one of every character. In the new one, I put in time on. I started with a barbarian, but that is actually an extremely gear dependent class. And like, if you don't have gear or someone to play with, like co-op, it sucks dick. And I mean, it's like this, like the center class. It's like the hit guys with whatever weapon class. It should be like the most simple. And in a sense it is, but it sucks trying to solo stuff as a barbarian. So like if anybody just randomly picks this game up, just fucking pick Necromancer. Just trust me. It sounds hard and complicated, but it's the easiest fucking class. And then if you want to try something else, well, just like transfer all the cool gear you found on Necrodancer.
Necrodancer, you're welcome.
Yeah, to your other fuckos, and you'll be good to go.
Nice.
Yeah. So unfortunately, this game doesn't have cross-play.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can't. I can't play with the Switch guys or the PC guys or whatever.
Gotcha.
Damn. Can you plug in keyboard and mouse to Xbox?
I think so for this game. I think it's game specific, but I believe you can on this game.
Same with Switch, game specific, but like at least one game supports mouse and keyboard. Like some game, like it was a weird story that came up a couple years ago.
Yep. Yeah. So if by any slim chance anybody out there wants to play some Diablo 2 on the Xbox with me, hit me up.
Jump in the Discord.
Yeah. It's kind of cool because it's easy to play with another person because you can have a whole bunch of different characters at different levels. So like if you're like level 1 new character and you want to play, I'm down. If you're like level 50, sure, I'm down. Let's go.
Nice.
Get on it.
Yep, get on it. I don't think I've ever played the expansion classes, the druid and the assassin.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do that by the next episode, and I'll report back.
Okay.
There you go.
Maybe I'll have gotten a hardcore character to level 87 and died. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Ugh.
Ty needs your help. Call 0800. Get good.
Yeah. Back in the day, that shit was like never viable unless you had a top of the line PC.
Yeah.
Because when you get to the Act 2 boss and you have like an old grindy hard drive, like you just die before the game loads.
Nice. Those are the days.
Yeah. But now you just regular die because you don't have gear. All right, I guess that'll do it for Diablo 2.
Okay, cool. Well, before we go on to a little bit of now playing at the Famicast.com, we have a word from our sponsor, and we also have a word from the Tokyo Beat Network, which we're a proud part of. But first, I'll go ahead and tell you guys about an exciting opportunity.
What? Tell me about this opportunity, Danny. I am excited.
If you've listened to the past few episodes, you already know this, but this is actually kind of cool. Today's show is actually brought to you by ePost Gaming Audio with a comprehensive lineup of both wired and wireless headsets, gaming amplifiers, microphones, and webcams. ePost has everything you need to experience the power of audio, like their H6 Pro lineup, which features 2 versions, an open or closed headset. The closed headset allows you to tap into exceptionally detailed audio and seals out ambient noise, while the open version delivers natural high-fidelity audio with an incredible soundstage. Both headsets include a magnetic detachable microphone and sleek design that with no type of weird connection things or anything. Just good design. Listeners can save 15% by visiting epostaudio.com/gaming and entering the code epostfriend15 at checkout. Again, epostaudio.com/gaming and entering the code epostfriend, singular friend, because we don't have any, 15 at checkout. And you guys can get a discount on some cool headphones. We've talked about this on the show before. I mean, we have these headphones. Sorry, there we are. We've been using them. Ty's using his right now. We like them. Lemonade, in the friend of the show, Lemonade, he's used them. He uses some EPO stuff. It's pretty good. So yeah, if you're looking for some like high quality headphones, boom, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, when I plugged them in, it tells me directly on the firmware like you have 80% battery.
Yeah. You have 80%
Good morning,
battery
Batman.
left. Yeah, you have 80% battery left. Yeah, basically
right,
like that.
There you go.
Wait, what accent is that?
It's some woman, and probably from your neck of the woods, James.
All right. Says, you're right, love. You got 80%.
There it is.
Blimey.
Blimey, you got 80% of your battery. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, there was a firmware update today. I haven't downloaded it yet, but maybe
maybe that's an option. It's like with Siri, you could probably do the same thing. But
my headphones need to download an update. Brilliant.
Yep.
Cool. Well, next we're going to give you guys a bit of a preview at one of the other shows on the Tokyo Beat Network, and we're just going to show that to you guys right now.
Hey everyone, it's David Petrangelo, one of your hosts from Remember 64, the podcast that goes on the totally tubular journey through the Nintendo 64's library. Join us as we dive into classics from Nintendo, Rare, and into the early days of polygons and 3D worlds. Yes, we're covering it all from top of the charts down to the dingy basement and everything in between. We may even find a few hidden gems. Ooh, intriguing. Remember 64, only on the Tokyo Beat Network.
It's actually a pretty fun show. I've been listening to it. If you're into N64 stuff, give it a listen.
Nice bit of stereo at the end there. I like it.
Right. All right. Now playing at the Famicast.com. Like I said, since we've been off from the last episode of the show, there's a ton of stuff that you can get caught up on with news and all sorts of stuff. There's also a couple of different things we've been doing on YouTube, Patreon, all of that type of stuff. And JC, why don't you talk about what we just did over the weekend?
Oh, we had some good times, didn't we? So Danny might not remember most of it, but we had our game nights, our 16th game night, and the fourth one of season 6 of the Patreon, and we had some good times. We played. What did we play? Well, we started off with a JC classic. We always got to start off with some godforsaken free-to-play game.
Sure.
Yes, we played that one, and then we played some N64 stuff.
Mario
with
Kart, game GBA.
GBA as well, yeah. Oh man, GBA 4-player, legit man, it works, kind of. It was good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah. But I just mean like how it works. I mean, like, having your own screen, that's cool,
right?
Because we used to like N64 or Super Nintendo where it splits the screen up, right? But this one, you get your own screen. It's awesome.
Exactly.
So yeah, we had some good times, and Danny got drunk pretty quickly, so he passed out somewhere in the middle of the game night. But me and Ty kept it together, and we made it to the end, and it was a good night.
Yeah, we had a. I think I had a good time. We had a special guest. It was a little bit of a I wouldn't say complicated. It was just different for me. And if
so Danny had a special guest with him, didn't he?
Yeah, like literally, our good buddy Rich. He was actually here in Japan, and he was over. We were hanging out here, so
that's the highest tier patron. You get a free ticket to Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the ultra tier, $1,000. Yeah,
it's fun hanging out with Rich and stuff. So I'm glad that he was able to come onto the game night and stuff too. So that was cool.
I got to hang out with Rich as well. Peace out.
Yeah.
He's still in Japan at the time we're recording, I believe. He's just waiting for Zelda to come out, and then he's going back.
Probably eating some of those, some of the onigiri or the curry pan or something like that. So
exactly, lives off them.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and then like I said before, lots of stuff going up on the website daily. You can check that stuff out. Some of the stuff you can see is a bit of a preview of what we're going to talk about here in a minute. But yeah, check all that out. Famicast.com, Famicast on YouTube, lots of stuff. And
all of this and the Famicast, yeah,
that's right. All right. And oh my God, JC, you have to remind me what's coming up next, man. That's
I'll play that back in slow motion.
Okay, slow motion
and
slow motion in reverse or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit too fast at the first one.
Yeah, but no, that's
JAPANews.
Right, folks. That's right, folks. It's time for the JAPANews, the time of the show where we talk about the latest and greatest comings and goings of the news in Japan and Nintendo, and what we think about it. So the first bit, like, oh my God, we mentioned this on the last episode. Again, Famicrew strikes again. So there was an Indies Direct or an indie showcase that happened just like a few hours after we finished, like literally just hours. And I know JC checked it out. The Western one. They did like the next day. They announced the Japanese one, and it is a little bit. It's a little bit different, but whatever.
Well, some of the games didn't even have Japanese, language versions, so they couldn't have shown all of them.
Exactly. That's just the way it goes sometimes too. But some of the games like JC was interested in, and we're going to talk about those a little bit here as well. So
yeah, well, JC... as with all of these indie directs, they showed about 20 games, and maybe 3 or 4 actually look half decent. Most of them are like farming simulators or talk to the villager simulators or some kind of like puzzle game. So which one have we got first, Danny? Are we doing it in this order?
Yeah, the same order that's on the agenda.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Animal Well. So yeah, I did a little emoji review of the indie direct. If you follow me on Twitter, just give it whatever a thumbs up or a meh emoji so people know which ones to check out. So sure. Animal Well, Danny, have we got that one?
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
Get on with it, mate.
You're welcome.
I'll try.
That's a screenshot.
Yeah. It's Animal Well. So it's like like a 2D pixel based platformer.
Are you this little blob guy?
Yes. So in the vein of like Meat Boy or whatever, be like a little blobby guy, but very cool kind of graphical effect, almost like I don't know, Atari 2600 game or something. I don't know, but mixed with a more modern game. So
they got the scan lines in there and stuff too. It looks like so. It's kind of
very atmospheric, very funny, and kind of wild, crazy things going on. I thought it looked really cool. Looked nice design, nice graphics.
Yeah, lots of crazy animals in this well or wherever he's in there. It's like, holy crap.
Yeah,
animals. Yeah, definitely.
Right then. And then the next one that got a thumbs up for me was Crime O'Clock. I mean, just for the name alone, Crime O'Clock. I mean, come on, man.
That sounds like a thing I say regularly.
Yeah, exactly. Right, just about to go into a computer store. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. I mean, it's like looks like it was drawn on note paper or whatever with like a black marker pen, like a very thin black marker pen. I can't actually remember what style of game it is. Maybe it's like a detective style game.
Yeah, because it looks like, I mean, I didn't read the description for this one. I was just like finding screens, but yeah, like what? You're hunting for clues and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I was just so taken aback by the graphical style. It was really, really fantastic. And yeah, immediate thumbs up from me. Look at it. Amazing. Sorry for the audio listeners.
Right. You're just seeing a picture of it, just says Indie World Showcase.
Yeah.
So that's it. Sorry about that.
Exactly. Well, yeah, just do a Google search for, well, the first one was Animal Well, WELL, and Crime O'Clock. Very easy to spell games. So yeah, do a little Google on your phone there. Enjoy. And the other one, Teslagrad 2. So Teslagrad was like, I don't know, maybe even a Wii U game. I can't remember.
Mobile originally, apparently.
Okay. Well, I think it was on Wii U. Anyway, this is the long-awaited sequel, Teslagrad 2.
Oh, this is just Teslagrad, the picture that I have here. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Yes. I think you wrote just like Teslagrad, so that's whatever.
Okay.
I think maybe what had happened was they if I'm remembering, because it was from a couple of weeks ago, like Teslagrad 2 was announced, and they also released Teslagrad on the Switch, like in the meantime.
I think, yeah, it could be, you're right, it could be like a double pack situation. So, yeah, I think it might already be out. Yeah, on Steam it's already out, I think. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to see where the Switch release date is. Sorry, we didn't get the the Switch release date here. But actually, Danny, if you cancel yours, I've got a nice little screenshot. I'll just share my my tab here. Got some screenshots of Teslagrad 2 anyway. So, oh yeah, here it is. So this is the Teslagrad remastered, and then also Teslagrad 2 coming to Switch. So yeah, Teslagrad 2 looks pretty nice, as you can see. So yeah, it looks like a new female character as well. So yeah, check that out if you liked Teslagrad. And I think there was oh yeah, next one, Little Kitty Big City, another great name. A great name.
It's like I saw the name and I was like, oh my god, what is this?
Who cares? Who cares, right? Little City Big, what is it? No.
Little Kitty Big
Little Kitty
Big City.
Big City. That's right. Oh, do we have any gameplay screenshots, Danny?
Yeah.
Just the title screen? Oh, there you go. So maybe it's like a goat simulator type situation, but you're a cat in a big city. But the graphical style is a lot more interesting. It's like not N60, not N64.
It's like a cell shaded. It's a cell shaded type of look.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, it kind of does remind you.
There you go. Dreamcast.
I mean, faceless people, so it's almost like a mix of old PlayStation and Dreamcast.
Yeah, but yeah, who doesn't want to be a little kitty in a big city
wearing a daikon hat?
Funny cat.
I guess it's like supposed to be Tokyo. I guess.
Okay.
Or Japan, but yeah, it's got lots of kind of Japanesey style things in there. But yeah, it's that that indie game 3D look, but the idea looks very, very cool.
Yeah, I think this one's not coming out until 2024. Is what I remember seeing.
Oh, take the time. Take your time, mate. Got a good idea there. Don't rush, don't mess it up. And then the other one, we all know about this one. This is the Bomb Rush.
Ah, yeah.
Cyberpunk.
Right.
So, which is basically
Radio, baby.
Jet Grind Radio, the new version.
Right.
Yep. And that looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We're not looking at a picture yet. Danny's trying to find the picture. There it is.
This takes a couple of minutes, man.
Get on with it, man.
Yep.
Look at this, man.
Dude,
How good is this?
Yeah,
Talk about Dreamcast games, right?
Exactly. I mean, if you played Jet Set or Jet Grind Radio or whatever, or Jet Set Radio Future on Xbox, I mean, yeah, same exact thing, man. Like, same exact style, kind of similar type of story, spray painting stuff. I mean, yeah, it's cool. It looks like it's cool, and hopefully we'll be able to play it soon, unless it's already out. All three of us just missed it. But
No, I don't think it's out yet. But yeah, most of them were like either available now or coming out soon. But a couple were like next year. I guess some of the bigger ones were next year.
Yeah.
So yeah, like Little Kitty Big City.
Yeah, Lemonade said that he really wants to play that Little Kitty Big City. That does look pretty cute. I'm kind of interested now, actually.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's what happened after the last episode. But it's quite a while back now. I almost forgot about this. I just assumed we talked about it because it was so long ago. But no, it happened after the show. So there you go.
Right, exactly.
Next.
Yep. So the next bit of news, actually, just yesterday, Nintendo released their latest financials. A lot of stuff came out of that, and we're going to kind of bring some of that up here. Let me double check this just for a second. So, I mean, some of like the hardware things here. I mean, yeah, the Switch obviously is still selling a lot, not as much as what it was before. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of going down in numbers and like all that type of stuff. But hold on, just a second.
Nintendo are very good at this. I've said this many times. They like to drop the ball right at the end.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they've never had a console, well, aside from like the Game Boy, that's been on the market for this long, and they've been doing a pretty good job of consistently releasing stuff. And think about the Wii. I mean, the Wii came out in 2006. By 2010, 2010 winter 2010, they released Donkey Kong Country Returns, which was great. It was a kind of a cool thing for them to do. Then after that, they kind of just gave up, and that's just like 4 years later. But here we are, as far as we are, and they're already, we're just on the cusp of a brand new Zelda game, for crying out loud.
Right.
Well, I guess, 2011, Skyward Sword came out. So, I mean, okay, they had that too, but.
What was I going to say? Oh, so what's the best-selling console of all time is PS2, right?
Yes.
And that is 150?
And I wrote it down in our article. Let me double check.
Pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, basically, crap. I wrote it down somewhere.
155.
Yeah, 155. And then the next up is the DS. And DS was like 154.02 or something like really specific. Like
okay. So very, very close. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Switch is number 3 with right now total. It's like 100. Well, just kind of screen it and pass it over here. 125.62 million units sold as of March 31st, 2023. Yeah. The results or the financials that they post out, this was for the fiscal 2023 year, which ran from April 1st, 2022 until March 31st, 2023. That's just how this stuff works, man.
Oh man, I love it. This is a Japanese number, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's 1,036.15 million units.
Oh, yeah.
What? You can't have 1,000 million.
It's a direct translation.
It's called a billion.
No, you're wrong, James.
Anyway, billion games, 125 million consoles. So to pass the PS2, they have to sell another 25 million?
Yeah, but their projections for this year, for this fiscal year, it's only like 15 million. But I mean, it'll be kind of tough. I mean, the market's pretty saturated with Switches, right? People that want to Switch have one, unless their old ones break or they want to upgrade to an OLED or something like that. I mean, there is stuff like that. They went into detail on like all the different models. We have an article on the site going into a lot more detail about this too. But like, the system sales are down. It's down by like 20% from this time last year. Total for this period was 17.97 million. About 18 million Switches sold over the past year. Not bad, but yeah, I mean,
well, how did PS2 do it? PS2 did it sell to people who don't normally buy video game consoles?
With DVD players built into that thing too. That was a huge thing when that first came out. A
lot of people bought it just to be a DVD player.
Yeah, and it was my DVD player for years. It was mine, and that, I mean, it wasn't the only reason. I wanted to play like Final Fantasy X, and I wanted to play the Bouncer. Never played it. Maybe that's for the best.
You might be better off for it.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I don't know any non-gamers who bought a PS2, and I don't know any Nintendo fans who bought a PS2. In my circle of friends at the time, like nobody really had a PS2. Maybe just because I knew GameCube nerds or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Lemonade brings
like,
up
when you look at it, I mean, because it was so popular in Japan as well, right? And this is when Japan actually bought consoles,
Yeah.
before they went fully mobile, and obviously it was popular in the US as well. So when you have the triple, because Europe is, tends to sway more to Sony.
Right.
And Xbox was, non-existent at this point, right?
Yeah, don't
So-
forget it also beat the GameCube and Xbox to market. It was like on sale like a whole
Yeah.
year before them.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Exactly. No, it came out like March 2000 in Japan.
And then I'm guessing price decreases, and then you have the smaller PS2 as well.
Yeah, and then
probably
going
got
into
down to
like other
$100,
markets, then later on going into other markets like Brazil and other places like that where it was just cheaper for people to
Right.
buy a PS2 as opposed to buy buy more higher end
PS3.
consoles imported from
Right.
somewhere. I mean,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
forget it.
and also the OG PS2 tended to fail after a couple years, so I suspect a number were buying fresh ones.
Playing
Yeah.
fresh ones. So there you go. Make a
Yeah.
shittier console, make it break, or make a
Yeah.
cool, new version that people want to replace the other one with.
Yeah.
Well, they kind
So,
of
I mean,
did that with OLED, but even me, I don't want to buy an OLED. My
Mm.
Switch works fine. If my Switch broke, I would buy an OLED, but like
Mm.
that hasn't happened yet. Cross fingers. Touch wood.
Right, yeah, for real. Yeah, actually, Lemonade brought up a funny point. Just over the past year, in the last year, the Switch outsold the lifetime sales of the Wii U. Yes, it did. Just pretty wild.
In 1 year, the whole
Yeah. So Nintendo did actually release or reveal like their top selling games of this past year. No surprise, Pokemon was at the top of the list.
Pokemon.
I'll share our Chrome tab here. Yeah, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet at the top with over 22 million sold.
Maybe
Splatoon
zoom in
3,
a bit there, Danny.
What's
That's
that?
a little bit small.
Oh,
zoom in.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yep.
Yeah. Splatoon 3 came in second with 10.67
Boom.
million.
Nice.
Nintendo Switch Sports actually had a really good year as well, 9.6 million
Eh.
total. And then Mario Kart 8, the game that doesn't quit selling, about 8.5 million units. It's up to 53.79 total for lifetime. I mean, the game's been on the market
in
for
the
a long
world,
time as
right?
well. In the world, yeah. All these are worldwide
These
numbers.
are global, yeah.
Yep. And Kirby and the Forgotten Land, 3.81 million over the past year. It's now up over about 6.5 million. Animal Crossing New Horizons, over 3.5 million, over 42 million now. Mario Party Superstars. This is where it gets kind of confusing because there are two Mario Party games on the Switch. Both are different, and they have like different naming conventions, but Mario Party Superstars is the newer one. I think it was like 2019, maybe. 3.29 million, over 10 million now. Breath of the Wild, 3.24 million. It's now just shy of 30 million, 29.81. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate sold through a little under 3 million units. Now it's up to a little over 31 million sold worldwide. Mario Strikers Battle League also is in there. Odyssey, Arceus, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Super Mario 3D World, and Bowser's Fury. A couple of new games that came out just this year, though, and like within the past year. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, 1.86 million lifetime to date. Fire Emblem Engage, which just came out in January, that is up to 1.61 million. Kirby's Return to Dreamland, the Wii one that got remade, that sold 1.46 million just in this past couple of months. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3 is on there, Super Mario Party, Ring Fit Adventure, Metroid Prime Remastered, believe it or not, sold over a million units, 1.09 million worldwide. And that's pretty impressive because that's just like in about a month and a half. So pretty good for them, good for Nintendo. And then, Bayonetta 3. This is something I think I might have mentioned when they showed the last financials. But yeah, Bayonetta 3, over a million units as well. So yeah, that's cool.
It's a lot of million sellers.
Yeah, that's for sure. And so that kind of changed like the top 10 games that have been sold on the Switch. If you want to find out more about that, check out our article on the website. We have that listed there. And then you can actually just, I'd say if you haven't already, you should go to Nintendo Japan's website, NCL's website, and just bookmark like their IR information page. It's in English. You can see the updated sales totals for all the games. Like for Switch, you can also go back to like 3DS, Wii U, Wii, DS, stuff like that. You can see console totals. You can't, to a certain point, they have a limit, like where they don't show individual games. I think before the DS and Wii, they don't show any of that. But anyways, check it out. So, yes, I think that is going to do it for the news. But
JAPANews.
do you hear something, James?
I can't hear. Wait, there it is. Yes, that music indicates the start of the fabulousness of Fukubukuro-ness. No, got that the wrong way around. The Fukubukuro of fabulousness. Yes, that's
Same
the
thing.
part of the show. What's that, Danny?
It's the same thing.
Where you shut up and listen while I tell you what to buy. All right?
Yep.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the listeners.
Oh.
We're going to tell you some games to buy for less than $10. And these are good games that you should be buying. So why do you just open up your wallet and give us your credit card number?
Yes.
Just DM them to Ty. We'll sort it out from there.
Right.
So yes, we're going to be using Deco Deals. If you don't know what Deco Deals is, it's a website which tells you what games are on sale, and very handy filters you can do as well, like filtering it by Metacritic score, or if it's like the first time it's been on sale or the lowest it's ever been on sale, all that kind of good stuff. So if you see a game that you know, please call it out and recommend it to the folks at home. So where we're starting it, we're starting down here. So there's a lot of Lego games, a lot of Star Wars games on sale today, Danny. So you probably already own all of them.
Probably.
So I don't know if you're going to be able to actually buy any of these. Bit Trip Core, the WiiWare Classic is $2 right now. Here's the first Star Wars. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. Danny,
the one
thoughts?
that's probably still fucking broken. Great.
Okay. Oh, it's that one.
Yeah. I mean,
it's on sale.
Cool story. Maybe they fix it. I don't know. I don't remember reading anything about it. But
$9.74. Good time?
Cheap enough.
Cheap enough? Okay, yeah. All right then. So yeah, Lego, all the Legos are on sale. Lego DC supervillains and superheroes. The superheroes 2 is $6. Supervillains is $9. I've never played any of those kind of Marvel or DC Lego games.
Me neither. I played Pirates of the Caribbean Legos. That was actually pretty fun.
I'm assuming they're just the old style of Lego games where you just break stuff and
possibly. I mean, yeah, probably with more, voices from the license and stuff like that.
True.
That's what they started doing that later on. Even though it was the same like gameplay, they started kind of implementing like more voice stuff. But yeah, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga it's just completely different. Like they revamped everything, which is great.
Yeah. 1979 Revolution Black Friday sounds like something Ty would buy.
I actually do have this game. I got it in the indie bundle. I haven't really gotten to playing it at length, but it's a very serious game.
Yeah,
very serious.
Yeah,
serious.
Iranian Revolution, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, genuinely serious. Okay.
Yeah,
super serious. I thought all right. This is gonna be like a music game. No.
Yeah, it looks like what do you call it? Led Zeppelin or something on the front.
Right?
But yeah.
Yeah, I looked at it for about 2 seconds, like, okay, yeah, let's go. It's not what it's about.
That is not the game. Valiant Hearts: The Great War. I'm clicking on this because I've heard of it and I don't know what it is. So
I played it for a bit. It's a artistic walk right game.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a strategy military game at all.
No.
Okay. Next. So Northgard, I've heard of this one as well. Northgard has got some good scores, and seems to be a decent price. So this is like like a battle simulator type thing, right?
I don't know anything about it other than these screenshots make it look exactly like Warcraft 3.
Yeah, it looks like more Viking, more Nordic style.
Okay.
But it's on sale right now. It's usually $35. Today it's only $9.79. I think this was in a direct. I think that's why I know it.
Okay.
I think I remember seeing it there too. Now that you mention it.
Yeah. So what else we got here? Bit Trip Runner, the other Bit Trip game, is also $2. Trials Rising. I actually got this game for like $2.
Huh.
Like a while back. But why does it say matches previous low? Maybe I got it on the Japanese one for like 200 yen.
I bought like one on Vita a long time ago for really cheap as well. It's fun. I mean,
yeah,
because
it says matches previous low and it's $6, but I didn't pay $6 for it.
Maybe it's a different one. There's more than one of the games.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, there are lots of Trials games. Ibn Orb, I'm clicking on this one. Yeah, I think I played this at TGS. Danny, did you play this?
I did not.
Okay. That's something I would play in the indie area of TGS.
Right.
Like an indie platformer, 2-player multiplayer game, $2.
Right. By the way, while you're kind of still scrolling here, Lemonade's he's been kind of commenting. He's like, "Yeah, Skywalker Saga is great. Bit Trip Runner is amazing, and Cat Quest 2 is fun." He says.
Cat Quest 2. Okay. Oh yeah, we went straight past that one. Okay. What the hell is this game? Neon Abyss. The icon looked really cool, and it looks like they put some effort into the icon. So I thought, oh, maybe some effort went into the game as well. Maybe I don't know.
I noticed that cover art every time because it looks like a cosmetic in Dead by Daylight.
Cool. It looks like a 16-bit kind of twin stick shoot 'em up kind of thing. It looks all right. Okay. Neon Abyss, that was called. $7. And Among Us is on sale again. If you still don't have it. Framed Collection, we've talked about that so many times. And Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim is under $5.
Cool.
$4.90. Valfaris at sale again.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mr.
Driller Land. Okay, this one is a big deal because this is actually like a full price. It's not like a small indie remake. This is like a $30
game.
Yeah, $30 game. I think they have like a story and stuff. I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
It doesn't look that kind of high budget, to be honest.
Right.
Looks
maybe it's a license to get it because it's an older game, right? So if it's remade, maybe they had to pay somebody to do that or whatever.
Yeah, maybe because this looks like a Flash, web-based remake, not like a $30 package thing. I believe it's got a physical one as well.
Okay.
Is it all digital? Oh no, it's all digital. Okay, maybe I made that up. For some reason I thought it was a package thing.
Make it real.
Right. Exactly. Trine 4, the newest Trine game, is $7.49 right now. And what else? There was another one. Oh, Overcooked 2. Yes, the good one. Yes. If you don't have Overcooked 1, don't buy it. Just buy Overcooked 2. It's great. $6.24. Absolute bargain. Great game. Great multiplayer game for like party game. Yeah. The Captain Toad DLC is on sale for $5.30. That's the what the hell is that? Is that the Mario Odyssey ones?
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember. I bought it. I totally forgot what it was. It's been so long, man.
Oh, this is a new one. South Park Stick of Truth. Okay. Ty, have you played this one?
I think a little bit, maybe. Okay. I think I do have a copy.
I know the other one is called the what is it? The Fractured Butthole.
Yeah.
That's the sequel, right? This must be the first one then. It's $9 right now. Horizon Chase Turbo's on sale again.
Oh.
$4. Oh man,
Hell
that's
yeah.
a bargain. Holy shit. $20 down to $4.
Nitro Republic, also cheap. Check it out if you haven't.
That one's not broken, Danny.
No, it's great.
Knights of the Old Republic.
That's an iconic and beloved game.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Yeah, I had this on PC back in the day.
Nice. I have an Xbox.
$9.74. Tales of Vesperia is. I'm only mentioning it because it's a very expensive game down to a very, very low price. $50 game down to $8.
Nice.
I know lots of people like those Tales of games. Shovel Knight King of Cards is $2. Yeah, that's not like the full game, the full package, but it's like one story. You know, the King of Cards story. $3 is a good deal.
Right, it's not DLC. You can play it by itself.
Yeah, exactly. Standalone package.
To the Moon, let's go.
To the Moon is on sale again, $8.39. Sale ends in 40 hours, so rip in peace to the audio listeners. Right, Danny? 40 hours? Is that too long, isn't it? No, okay.
A little bit shorter than that.
A little bit short, okay. Axiom Verge, the first one, is on sale for $10. That's a good game.
Yes.
Axiom Verge 2 is not on sale, but if you haven't played it, it's probably a good idea to play the first one first.
So good. Yeah.
It's a great game. It's like, I guess Metroid.
It's
a Metroid game, yeah.
It's freaking Metroid, man.
And it's somewhere between 8-bit and 16-bit, and it's glorious.
God.
And hold the phone. Inside is on sale? Damn, $2. Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, so was Limbo.
Yeah. Amazing. $2.
Yeah. Lemonade also says Genesis Noir is good. He might buy the Horizon Turbo Chase Turbo, and he also said, "Hey, great price for Tokitori 2 Plus."
Tokitori 2, yes. That is a good game. That was on Wii U, wasn't it? That was a Wii U exclusive for a long time. Now it's on everything, I think. Probably. Genesis Noir. That's an intriguing name. Okay, I have no idea. Oh, wow. Okay, what is going on here? It's like 3D, but 2D and black and white. No idea what's going on here.
I've seen this before.
It looks very interesting. But have to take word for it, mate. It's an adventure game, and it can be beat in 5 hours. There you go. Cool.
You guys didn't mention Mortal Kombat 11 on sale for $10.
I saw that. I was thinking, like,
we talked about it
good,
before.
Yeah, that's a good deal. But like, if you get that now, you're just gonna be playing with people that are just gonna fucking rock your ass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're playing, no, dude, nobody plays the Switch version online.
Okay. You'll be the best.
So you just won't be playing online.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't find anyone to play online.
But I mean, if this is $10, there's probably like the super premium edition with all the DLC and season passes for like 20 or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I could find that out for you.
Yeah.
There's only one Mortal Kombat game on Switch, I think.
Right. Balls says that MK11 ran so poorly on the Switch. Lol.
Oh my god, there's so many skins.
Yeah.
So the skins are on sale, Ty. But the regular Ultimate Pack is I don't know what the
price.
Aftermath is collection. Is that just DLC?
I think that's probably the base game and
some
probably like the season passes stuff, but like none of the cosmetics.
Okay.
Well, yeah, check out Ultimate Add-on Bundle. That's probably what it is, right? It's
so you get the base game and then you get that.
Yeah, it's probably like the base game and all the characters, but like none of the cosmetics.
Sindel for $3. She's on sale. Shiva. Rain. Yeah.
Expansion. Yeah.
For these guys. RoboCop.
There's some crazy stuff.
Some real scrub quotes superstars there in the character roster. Let me tell you.
Wow.
Nice.
Cool. So, well, I think people are like not really releasing any new games because Zelda's coming out, right? And that's definitely not on sale. That is going to be quite costly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not on here. It is. Oh, it's not on here yet because it's not out yet. Oh no, it is. It is.
Yeah.
There it is. $69.
Yeah. Same price in Japan as what
Nice.
Breath of the Wild was too. So.
Oh, Crypt and the Deco Dancer featuring Legend of Zelda plus Season Pass.
Yeah, because of the game trial, that stuff's on sale for a couple more days in Japan and in North America. I can't comment on the other regions, but
Wow,
yeah.
half off, $20.
Yep.
All right then, cool. All of this and more on Deco Deals. Do it yourself.
Exactly.
Right then,
Cool.
I'll close up shop and zip up my sack and allow Ty to reveal his own.
Yes, it's time to stab the boxes. All right, so couple things here. It's been 3 weeks since the last episode, so I have more boxes than usual. And I've pre-opened some of them for reasons that I will explain sooner or later. All right, so let's get right into these. All right, TLDR, I play online UFO catcher every day like it was my fucking Uncle Ben's dying wish. and I win stuff frequently. All right, let's go. All right, this is a box from Molly Online.
Now, Cario, yo, man. Did I miss the anime hour? Oh, thank God.
Perfect timing. All right,
Yeah,
this
man.
is the very first thing. I got another Mario Kart. Let's go.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, as seen in the Mario movie.
Oh, it's the Mario movie themed one.
No, it's the Mario Kart
Wii
themed one.
What
Right?
the hell?
I don't know
That's
why.
an antique.
Yeah, like these sat in a warehouse for a decade. I don't know. Well, anyway, I got Donkey Kong as voiced by Seth Rogen. Okay.
I hate you.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
that's
guys,
gonna go right with my Wario
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
from previously. Yep. And I got one more Nintendo thing in here. Let's it's onigiri shaped. Let's see what's in here. Yeah. It's a little treat for people who listen to the podcast for more than an hour.
Yeah, Cario, you jerk.
As a treat, we'll reference the first half of the podcast. It's a little tiny Waddle Dee. He's adorable. Look at this guy. I love him.
Is he edible?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, anything's edible if you're brave enough.
True. You got a good point there.
That's a good quote.
All
put
right.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Hell yeah. All right. Next box, also from Molly Online.
Ty just said next box, by the way, not Xbox.
Yes.
Xbox, turn off. It's a little treat for anybody who has one still hooked up with their Kinect. I got a little Anya. Well, I guess this is a medium-sized one to go between the small-size one and the large-size one.
Perfect.
Yeah. Don't ever talk to me or my son again.
Where's my son?
Give me back my son.
my son.
All right. Now on to the very unattractive boxes from Taito Catcher.
Nice.
Let's see what they got for me.
The outside's unattractive, but the inside, ooh, baby.
Oh yeah. Who are we kidding? It's probably another fucking Jujutsu Kaisen.
Probably. Or it could be another razor cutter.
No, it's literally a Jujutsu Kaisen character.
There it is.
Yep. And it cost me 0 yen.
Nice.
Because they're literally giving these away.
Even shipping is free.
Yeah.
Damn. They make negative dollars from you, don't they?
That's right. That is my goal, to cost these companies money. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. All right. Back to Molly Online. By the way, Molly Online is my favorite right now. I think it's hands down the best. Ooh. Oh, yes. I have completed the Mario Kart villain trifecta.
Nice.
Oh, you got Princess
have-
Peach? Oh, Cranky
That's
Kong.
right. That's right. Reddit/incel. I have no. This is
Why Princess Peach so strong in the movie?
wait. What the? It's DK. Do I have 2 DKs now? I do.
No.
I thought I had Wario.
You know him well.
Did they send me the wrong one, or did I just win DK twice and forget about it?
Well, you had a Wario that you just showed like a couple minutes ago.
Oh, right. Okay, so who am I missing? I'm missing Koopa. I won a Koopa, I thought.
In English, that means Bowser.
Yes. All right. Well, anyway, I'll sort that out later. Worst case scenario, I have like an extra DK to send out.
Sure.
All right.
Balls poses. Oh, please continue.
Yeah.
Well, Balls says, "What is the yen dollar value of all the anime trash in that room?"
Probably thousands by now.
100K, 500K, 1 million ish.
We'll see. I don't know if you want to figure these figures at $20 a pop. Christ. All right. Anyway, I got the penguin girl.
All right.
Yep. She has a penguin hoodie. It's adorable. I couldn't resist.
That's cute.
There's a set. I'll tell you if I ever get the other one.
All right.
Yeah, another fucking ReZero. She's a robot. She's a mermaid. She's a penguin. She's a car. I got all of them.
Nice.
All right, let's see. Which box is next? Oh, is Sega UFO. We haven't heard from them in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what the hell I won from them. I do have my box cutter today,
Okay.
by the way.
Good. Safety first.
Safety first. All right. A lot of packing material. What the hell is this? Oh, it's another goddamn Miku. It's a bunny girl Miku.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Another one.
This is like
another
one.
Yeah, this is like the third or fourth one, I think. This is like a recolor of a previously existing one.
Okay.
Yep. So, I got to keep the bunny girl collection going.
Of course.
I think I'm obligated at this point. This one's got a little bit of weight to it. It's kind of a big one. Yep. This is how we compare and brag. It's like bass fishing.
Right.
Go by weight. All right. Let's see. It's Taito Catcher again. What do you think? Is it gonna be Jujutsu Kaisen?
Probably something like that. Maybe another Miku.
Yeah.
Wrong company.
All right. Like the thing with Taito Catcher is like the regular machines are really expensive, but like the free plays are really easy.
Okay.
But it's a limited selection on the free plays.
Okay.
So, I just get Jujutsu Kaisen shit like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I got another Jujutsu Kaisen.
All right.
And this is the same one again because it was the only free option that day.
Okay.
Yep.
You needed something to prove that you won.
Yo, like if there's any big Jujutsu Kaisen fans like listening, let me know. I will give this shit to you. Just like give me money for shipping or whatever. All right. Now we're getting to some bigger boxes. And possibly some of the raddest anime figures of all time. All right, we got Tokyo Catch. My buddies, my pals.
Best friends.
My best friends online. Friendship ended with Molly Online. No, for real though, Tokyo Catch is probably my second favorite behind Molly Online. One day I'll post that tier list, but it's kind of a constantly shifting thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then hey, who knows? Somebody else, some other company might come up too, like Bobby Online or something.
Right.
I mean,
oh boy. All right. Let's do this one first. Check it out.
okay, Fist of the North Star.
That's
that
right.
Guy.
Yeah, the guy. What was his name?
Oh my God, the main guy.
Kentaro.
Kentaro.
Kensu Shoryuken.
Mr.
No.
Fista.
Yes, Mr. Fist.
Fisto reporting for duty. Yeah, and as you can see, he's a noodle stopper. He sits on your noodles.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That looks pretty hefty.
It's substantial.
Okay.
I mean, it feels slightly heavier than my other noodle stoppers. Yeah.
It seems like he won't like fall through the noodle top into your noodles. Maybe. I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I've never used these for their intended purposes.
Good point.
Like these figures are really cool because they're perfect to like sit on the edge of a desk or a monitor or something.
Yeah.
They're great for like jazzing up your desk at work.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you could put them in you could melt one in your microwave.
Yes,
that
was
the meme going around.
I was just like, Jesus Christ, that was the second thing that came to my mind.
All right, now guess what? We got more Aqua Float Girls.
Okay.
I have no idea who this is.
A little risque, but.
Yep. Swimsuit anime girl. Okay. TV anime Kaguya-sama no Nantoga. Yeah, it's anime chan.
Yeah.
I still haven't even opened any of these to see if they actually float.
Well, like for people that don't live in Japan, there's so much anime on TV. You might think, "Oh man, I love anime." It's like, yo, there's so much crap. Just think about how much crap's on TV in your home country. It's the same with anime here.
Yep. I hope you guys saw the post about what if a Japanese person came to America and only quoted American animation?
Yeah, SpongeBob was the.
Yeah, it was SpongeBob. We would crown him king.
Yeah, maybe. I like
the
SpongeBob.
crux of the post. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's another almost naked anime girl in a tube. Yep. Who the hell is this? I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody know. Oh, wait, no, I know the show. Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Yep. Throw it on the pile.
Exactly.
I've never opened any of the Aquafloat Girl figures. One day I will. All right. Better move it along. Got 2 more boxes. But I think this is the one. I'm actually looking forward to. Uh-oh. Let's go. We're getting there. This is from Toreba. I kind of hate it because it's like the site that's actually really hard to win from.
Okay.
But they do give you the most free tickets. Yes, it's here at last. Yes. It's Anime Chan.
What do we have here?
It's Melty Blood. It's Tsukihime.
Okay.
Do you remember that? It's one of those fucking fighting games that I try to get people to play, and it's actually on Switch with rollback netcode.
I see.
Okay. It's the one that's like a spin-off of the visual novel, and it has the meme character Neko Arc.
Oh, that game. Okay.
Yeah. So here's a much more serious looking figure from that.
Okay.
Yep. So play Melty Blood on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, only on Nintendo Switch and other consoles and PC and
Yeah. The traditional way to play Melty Blood is on like the shittiest laptop you can find in like a dingy corner. Right? It's like the fighting game community equivalent of the planking meme. You remember that shit? People would play Melty Blood in like bathrooms and like on top of moving cars and shit.
Wow. God.
Maybe not literally, but
might as well.
Yeah. All right. And here we go. We got a bunny girl.
There we go.
It's what's her face from Sword Art Online.
Oh, isn't that the one that gets better after like starting season 2?
Yeah. Do not watch season 2. Oh, John Cario's in the chat, right? He knows.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I just love bringing it up every time.
Do not fucking watch season 2.
Unless you want to. Don't want
to. All right. Let's see. One more box. One more godforsaken box of fucking trash. Oh, I know what's in here, though.
John Cario in the chat right now said, Melty Blood finals have never been easier to host in the parking lot with a Nintendo Switch, TM.
That's a good pitch. All right. This is kind of a big box. It's not that heavy though. But I think I know what's in here. Maybe. There's 2 things in here. Oh, shit! I totally forgot about this. I have another Melty Blood thing.
What do we got here? Is this same character?
This is a towel.
Okay. Let's say, is it a book?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. 60 by 120 centimeters. One of 2. You can kind of see on there. Yeah. So now I have a Melty Blood towel. Great for toweling off after you like drop the laptop in the toilet.
Exactly.
All right. Now this is it. This is the thing. This is the one thing for which my dark heart yearns. I'm gonna open it up.
Okay, it's not a Killer Instincts Letterman jacket.
No, that would be cool.
Yeah,
but it's a Crane Game bag.
Nice. You can play anywhere you go.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't like have any straps or anything. It has 2 handles.
Okay.
And it's like it looks like a UFO catcher.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
cool.
Clear plastic, and you can. This is the perfect thing to like load up all my little mini plush toys into.
Yeah.
Right. This is actually sick. I love this.
It's pretty cool. It is like you said. It is a pity that there's no like shoulder strap or something. I mean, I guess you could fashion your own, but
yeah.
Huh.
Wow. This thing on the front sticks out. I don't think it's functional. Oh, you can unzip it from the front as well?
Okay.
Or the top. But yeah, this is a cool display thing you can totally use. So, like, I'm going to fill this with all the little plush guys I have.
Yeah.
I'll report back later.
Cool.
All right. All my fucking Jujutsu Kaisens.
Right.
Okay, so that'll do it for anime trash, I think.
Okay.
Pretty good haul, if I say so myself.
Yeah, I think so too, man. Cool. All right. Well, like Ty said, that's going to do it for the trash. So we're going to go ahead and move on to a little bit of feedback from you guys. And if you guys have any feedback, feel free to hit us up. You can hit us up via email, thefamicast@gmail.com. You can also hit us up on Twitter or social media at the Famicast. Hit us up in YouTube comments. Hit us up, the websites, wherever, and you can get your stuff read out like these guys. We do have some comments on Twitter, a couple things on YouTube, and we actually got a longer email today, too, from a friend of the show, Jared Goblin, which we'll get to in just a minute. James is going to go through some of the tweets right now.
Lots of people hyped about the movie, I think. So from the last episode, Russ saying, oh, great, another Tetris-themed note. Tetris Connected is leaving Game Pass this month. better get those achievements. I guess that's already been and gone.
Yeah.
James Allen says, great show, guys. Good to finally make a live one. MigXXX808 asked Danny, did Animal Crossing come with a memory card?
And
sometimes,
yes,
right? Some of them did.
Yes and no. There's a version with the memory card and a version with not. Like the thing with Animal Crossing on the 64, the main thing you needed a memory card for was for the letters, and also for traveling to someone else's town. If you didn't do those things, you didn't need a memory card, which I didn't realize at first. And I break it all down in my retro review that I did. Fucking Jesus, 3 years ago.
So does it have any save data on the cartridge?
It must, because it had somebody else's stuff on there.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, watch Danny's retro review of Animal Forest, because
it's still known as Doubutsuromori here in Japan. So it's literally still, if you translate it literally, it's still Animal Forest in Japan, has been, and it's not going to change anytime soon.
Genki's on the way to see the movie. Let's go. Oh, sorry. Let's go. And
Right.
Dale says seeing it tomorrow. But he said that on April 28th, so I guess he saw it on launch day. Russ Greeno says touchdown, so that must be. Oh no, that's the Mario movie tweet again. Okay,
right.
Lemonade, very nice tweet. He says he likes to support. He likes to support smaller sites like us and NWR and the House of Mario. Compared to things like MinMax or Kitten Krista, he'd rather put his money towards people like us. Well, yeah, thank you. Thanks for the money. We appreciate it. Been a patron for a long time now, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I think somebody was just commenting on the fact that there are more and more Patreon stuff popping up, and the big people don't really look at the big sites anymore. They just more rather support smaller people with Patreon.
Right.
Which it's all good to me.
Yeah.
Okay, James Allen's warning us to stay to the very end of the movie after the credits, and I did, and it's a Yoshi egg, and there was like 400 Yoshis in the movie anyway, and they didn't do anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
no fucking sense.
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed with that, because, like you said, you see like a herd of Yoshis running around. You see the egg, you're like, well, okay, it's in the city, so it's like this is gonna happen eventually. I mean, so I guess yes, we know that Yoshis are there, and now Yoshi's gonna be that's the next thing. Yoshi's gonna be in New York City, baby, and he's gonna be like that dinosaur in the 1993 film. Exactly.
People appreciating Danny's article on the website about the English showings, I guess. NC Hassan, friend of the show, he says he's going to see it in the Shinjuku. Shinjuku is a good place. That's usually where I go, but I don't think they had any seats left when I checked.
Okay.
Also, the whole movie was put onto Twitter, and so Russ Greeno was saying on Twitter, was it one long GIF? The answer is yes. Tommy Transient Image, he says, enjoyed Golden Week. Yes, we did. Much enjoyed. And Genki wants some of the clear files. Is that the Zelda ones, Danny?
Zelda stuff, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Danny. Genki's after let us know, Genki, if you managed to get any of that stuff.
He did get a lot. He got like the best prize from the lottery, like this decaying Master Sword. And he only paid like for 5 of them, too. It was like, damn it.
Not that you're bitter or anything, right, Danny?
Yeah, no. I'm probably never going to do a lottery ever again, actually.
After spending 7,500 yen.
Yeah,
Jesus. And Metal Mike wrapping it up here with fried korok. I guess so. Korok seeds is literal poop, right?
Yeah.
Golden poop. And it's coming back for Tears of the Kingdom as well.
Yeah.
Get that poop.
Just to get to Cherry Goblin's email. Again, hey man, like, I always appreciate your comments. It's like that on the show, or just even different things to me personally or whatever. Cool dude. And he sent in an email. It says, hey, Famicast, I thought I would do something different by sending an email to you all. Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp seems like it will never release in Japan since Switch is region free. Do you see many Japanese Switch owners playing Switch owners importing this Advance Wars remake. Interestingly, I think the last time a Nintendo published game released in the West, but not in Japan, may have been the GameCube game Geist. Thanks.
Man, that's a good throwback.
Yeah,
that's a good question. I mean, Advance Wars has some text, right? I mean,
it has a whole ass story mode.
Yeah, man.
So
there would be an undertaking to localize.
Could you not? But I think he's asking, will Japanese people just import the English version because they can't?
Yeah, like you don't really need to read a whole lot. Like I actually played one of them in Japanese, and
you can just mash through it, right?
Yeah. And like the unit names and stuff, it doesn't matter much. Like everything has icons. You can.
Yeah, I think it would just be a matter of does this person, this mystical Japanese person that we're talking about, do they have a North American or basically a Western account and the ability to pay for games and the patience to play through in a language that they may or may not understand? I mean, it's not impossible. There are people in Japan like that, but I think it's a very small subset of people that are willing to do stuff like that.
Right. I mean, it's a no-brainer for us because obviously we have the multiple profiles and
sure. But I mean, even then, like I know me personally, it's like I keep all my money pretty much in yen. So like I don't like buying stuff on North American shops because then I have to buy like a gift card. I have an American bank account, but I don't want to like, you know what I mean? I don't want to use that money. That money is for something, you know what I mean? Stuff like this. So it can be kind of a
drugs.
The drugs, yes.
Right. Ty, are you interested in picking up Advance Wars?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it sooner or later.
How do you have a American card that you can still use? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's one way around it.
All right. And by the way, I did check my shipping history, and I actually did win 2 Donkey Kongs and forgot that I did. And so there's a Koopa on the way.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. Oh yeah, and by the way, the thing I mentioned about why all my boxes were open, I won like a whole bunch of Monster Energy drinks, and like I didn't wait, I just drank all of them
at the same time.
Yeah,
you're thirsty.
Yeah, I mean, how else did I put in 100 hours in Diablo in a week?
Exactly. Holy shit.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, Chariot Goblin, thank you so much for that, man. And then interesting point that you brought up there too. That maybe, I can't think of anything offhand, but that would be interesting.
Nothing
if Geist
else
was.
Yeah, this is like literally never happened in a generation, multiple generations. So this is quite a rarity. I mean, there are probably Japanese like whatever Halo fans or whatever, people who like FPSs. They probably imported that stuff, right? But
I mean, I remember
Nintendo,
I think Genki or
Westaboos.
Right.
Yeah.
I think either Genki or Jody was posting about it, but like Advance Wars sales were not really great compared to Fire Emblem here in Japan, which could be a reason why they're kind of Nintendo is kind of tepid on doing some kind of a release. Also, too, it's developed by an American, a Western studio. Not that they hate it, but it's just like the base is probably in English, and then it, you know what I mean. They're probably just thinking of dollars and cents or yen and yenis, I guess.
It's getting a physical release in West, right? It has a physical release,
hasn't it?
Yeah. So if it does come out in Japan, I could see it as a digital only thing, because they have done that. There is precedent for that, right? Like the DS, they had a digital only one, right?
They had one that they released only on like Club Nintendo.
Yeah. Something along those. That just shows how much confidence they have in this series in Japan.
Yeah, I think that is, now even just saying that is like, well, I think that's where they stand with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this even with the financial release, they usually show their upcoming games. I don't think they had a specific release date for Advance Wars. It was either TBA or canceled. It wasn't canceled because people would have been talking about it. So it's probably still listed as TBA.
Right.
But,
there you go.
Yeah, there are other comments and stuff like that on YouTube, but I think we've been going a bit long today, so we're going to leave it there. But anytime you guys post something on YouTube, we see it. I see it at least. Try to respond to as much stuff as possible in a timely manner. If I don't, you're seen. But anyways, that is going to bring the Famicast 245 to a close. Before we go, we're going to go ahead and give out our social media handles. And if you want to find me, you can find me at DannyBiv, DANNYBIVJC.
Handle this at Famicomplicated.
There
Boom.
it is. Ty.
At Elon Musk.
Perfect. Perfect.
Only $8.
Super cat drugs on
Nice.
Shitbird. I cannot wait until Blue Sky opens up.
What's Blue
That-
Sky?
Ex-Twitter guys, right?
Yeah, it's like they're making Twitter again.
Okay.
But good. Oh,
Yeah,
just
I'm
without
always-
Elon.
Yeah,
I'm always just
it's-
kind of wait and see with any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Everything's always supposed to be so great, and it.
yeah. Well,
Anyways.
it's in beta, and you have to like beg for an invite.
I'm not a beggar.
You haven't got,
At least
you haven't
not
got
with
one in? No.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen some people on Twitter say that they're also on that. But yeah. Few and far between. We'll see. Famicast might get there in the end.
Yeah. Well, actually, James Allen, last comment of the day, said, "Hey, thanks, chaps. Enjoy. Cheers of the Kingdom on Friday, everyone." Yeah, absolutely, guys. I know a lot of you guys are Zelda fans out there. Enjoy the game. Most of us are going to do it, and
Enjoy TikTok. Right.
yeah. But yeah, that, like I said, that is going to do it for the show. Ty, James, always fun hanging out. I'm glad we got to do this. It's been a while, but
In it.
yeah, we will catch all you folks later. Peace.
Peace.
Doodles.